guys, it's Chris, aka Beating the Vape here, doing what I do at the Very Vocal Vapers booth, and we are doing our part to advocate and hopefully get everybody to fill out the flavor survey that we have going on with the FDA. Very super important. If you guys have not done it, it takes 10 minutes of your time. Like really, it would take you longer to, sit down and probably eat a bowl of ramen. So just do it. It's really, really important. We need to keep our flavors. So I have Zach. Yes, I have Zach here from Ohio, and we are at day 1 in Cleveland, Midwest Vape Expo, and he wants to tell his vape story. So, Zach, when did you start smoking?
I started smoking when I was about 14.
That's young. I was a late bloomer. That was young. What did you quit with? What flavor did you quit with?
I used about like a strawberry flavor to quit, and it was honestly the best decision of my life.
So you were never one of those people who was like a tobacco smoker, and then you're like, oh, you walked in, you're like, I want tobacco.
I mean, when I was younger, like my mom smoked, so I mean it was kind of like in the family. So starting when I was 14, and going through school and high school and all that stuff, and running cross country, it kind of took a toll on my body. And when I was running cross country smoking, it was terrible. I could barely breathe, and like vaping it helped me a lot. It helped me breathe better, everything.
Right. And so what is your favorite flavor at the moment?
Right now is probably Candy Batch King, or Candy King Batch. It's like a Sour Patch Kids. It's a candy flavor, so I've been on that for about 3 weeks now.
You like the candy flavors?
I do like the candy flavors, and I like the fruity flavors as well.
So fruity and candy. Do you remember what your first device was?
It was a little, like an Ego pen style called Tsunami, and then like a little throwaway tank with the silica wick. So. And
do you remember what nicotine you started at?
I started with either 32 or 24.
32. Like I hear a lot of people say 24, and to me even that's high. But like 32, that's a lot. And what do you vape now?
I vape a 3.
Good for you. See? We don't all have to stay up there.
No, you don't. Yeah, I switched back. I started with a 32, and I used that for about a week, and I cut down to 24, used that for about 2 months, and then like a few months after that, I dropped down to a 12, an 18, and like that was about 3 years ago, and now I'm at a 3. So I mean, it's helping me cut down on nicotine, and it's, like I said, it helped me quit cigarettes. So I mean, I can't argue.
And you said that you did fill out the survey.
Yes, I did.
Good. I've heard a lot of people coming by and saying they filled out the survey. And just so people know, we do raffles at each event that we go to, and we have like 4 or 5 more coming up. And we've now added on that if you have not done the survey, this is through the FDA. Demetrius, did so much work on this. It's FDA software, and take 10 minutes of your time, and we will give you a free raffle ticket. Just show us your confirmation, sit down in the lounge, chill out, show us your confirmation that you did it, and we will give you a free raffle ticket so you could win something out of the deal. So if you catch us at future shows coming up, which I always announce, you can go on to the website VeryVocalVapers.org also to see all the shows that we have coming up. You see us there and you haven't done it yet, then come see us, and hey, you can do it and possibly win some really good stuff. So I'm assuming you don't smoke at all anymore.
No.
And were you ever a dual user?
When I first started, like the first month or so, I was a dual user. Like the first week, I went from smoking about a pack and a half to about a half a pack a day. So I mean, I was a dual user for a litof bit, and then finally I'm like, that's enough. I'm just cut out cigarettes completely and just strictly vape.
Right. So like once you kind of have to be at that place. At first you're like, I'm not so sure about this, and then you turn around and you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, like I tried it, And the first couple days, I was like coughing like crazy, and that's normal. I've heard, and so because you're breaking up that phlegm, and I'm like, holy crap, I feel better. I can smell better. I smell better. My taste buds are resetting. I can taste stuff better, and breathe better. Like I said, it was the best decision of my life.
It's crazy too how quickly it happens. You know what I mean? The health stuff. It happens really quickly. And so before you went to vaping, did you try any other kind of smoking cessation devices like the patch or anything like that?
I did dip a little bit, other than cigarettes, but I just couldn't do it. It's just nasty taste and like cut up my gums and my lip. I'm like, no, I can't do that. And I was just strictly cigarettes after that.
Right, and then when you think about it too, it's like you're kind of, okay, you're not inhaling it, but it's sitting in your mouth. So maybe you're just trading one cancer for the other?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's basically...
I mean, it's not funny, but it's true.
Yeah, it is very true. So.
And so I know you mentioned doing cross country and stuff like that, and you were at, was that at 14?
No, that was at... I started cross country 8th grade, so I was about 15, give or take. No, 14. Yeah, it was 14.
Okay, so even at 14, you realized that you just you couldn't do it. You weren't were you not keeping up with the other kids? And
I mean, not so much that. It's just, I mean, I could keep up with the other kids, and my chest hurt after the first 5-10 minutes of running a race, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to stop. But it's just all those chemicals making me addicted, and I couldn't stop.
Not the nicotine, the chemicals.
Yeah.
Let's make that clear, guys. So obviously those were the changes in the quality of your life. That's what I normally ask. So the main one was, because you were doing sports, was that you could just breathe better.
Yeah, definitely.
And so if there's one thing that you could tell your state representative why vaping should stay around, what would that be?
I mean, look at how many people quit cigarettes or started vaping and quit cigarettes completely. My girlfriend, she's in transitioning. She uses vapes every now and then, and I just know so many people that have quit smoking through vaping. And I mean, look how many people quit through vaping, and it's better for your health. I mean, it's a lot better for your health, and you don't stink anymore. That's the biggest thing is. Well, one of the biggest things is quitting smoking, and you smell better and everything like that. So, I mean, that's really all I can say about that.
And I think, I think the thing that I find really hard to fathom is that these representatives, and that's why I like when they see people, on camera, is that I find it hard to fathom that they could be so against vaping, yet that they've had family members that have been affected by smoking-related illnesses.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it helped me quit smoking, helped my buddies quit smoking, and it's just smoking is all around terrible. I don't know how many chemicals that are known to cause cancer, but yet it's still in production. And to me, it's with these big pharma companies and the FDA, it's all about the money nowadays. And I'd rather have my health and be alive than have cancer. I mean, granted, cancer can show up any time, and it doesn't have to be lung cancer or anything like that, but you still have a chance of getting cancer. But switching from smoking to vaping, it just cuts down on that chance.
Absolutely, right. Let's just do everything that we can not to, It's a good point. Well, Zach, thank you so much for taking the time out to tell your story.
Hey, you're welcome. My pleasure.
I really appreciate it. I could not do what I do without you guys. So all the kudos to you. Thank you.